up, guys? We got another video today. It's a 3-day. It's the 12th. It adds to 3. So it's a good day to socialize. So I'm out here with my sister. And we're gonna go eat some food. So yeah.
What if they don't allow recording in here?
Doesn't matter. What are you talking about? They're not gonna come up to us and be like, I'm sorry, I can't record. Hold on, let me go get a.
Be louder, because you might not be that loud.
Let me get a bag. So we gotta be in and out really fast. My sister's trying to be somewhere.
You don't have to rush. It's okay.
Okay.
I think we have time. I just want to leave at 11:45.
Okay. Understandable.
Talk loudly. They might not be able to hear.
They
But,
can probably hear me. It's fine.
all right.
So, first things first, I'm gonna get this
Show the camera what it is.
hot honey. It's good stuff. It's better than just regular, like sauces that you may get. I'll have to put that on my stuff. I like to get rice as well. Specifically brown basmati rice. And I get seasonings. It's good to have some Himalayan pink salt. Maybe I'll use some of that today.
Show it to the camera. Always show your products to the camera.
So yeah, Himalayan pink salt, you can get that at Aldi. But you can also get this regular salt. That regular salt's good. Parsley, that's good. I got some plenty. I get that at the house. Paprika, I got crushed red pepper. Why are you doing that so close to my face? It's okay, thank you. But yeah, lemon pepper. You gotta need some of that. But I'll show you what I have at the house actually. So yeah. There was one point I was getting some mushrooms. I'm gonna try some mushrooms today. Look at that, mushrooms. Also like to get dark red kidney beans. I believe I have some at the house, but I'm gonna get some here anyways, just in case. I got plenty of this at the house, but I do need more oysters, I think. I'm actually not sure which one I need more of, so I'm just gonna get 2 of each. I'll do a recap at the house of what I'm gonna get. Good stuff. I like to get some of this shrimp stuff, but I got plenty of this back at the house. Here's what I came here for, really, because I don't think I have. Wait, do I? I should have checked what I needed before I came here. No, I think I have some of this. I have salmon, but yeah, I usually get salmon. I get some of this. I need some of this. This was running low, very medley. I get some mixed fruit too. What else? I like to have some juice. And all this I check on Yuka. If you know that app, Yuka, I check it out on Yuka to see if it's healthy. And let me think, is there anything I'm forgetting? Can't think of anything. Oh, what's up?
Hey, I don't know if you remember me.
Ella?
Yes?
Ask her if she wants to be on it.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing a vlog right now. You're good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on the vlog? Or no?
I don't care.
He vlogs for his YouTube channel.
You have a YouTube channel? I'll
Yeah.
look it up then.
Yeah, it's called Trust King.
Oh, cool.
Trust King, I think.
Love that for you. Well, have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Same. God bless. Okay, 26, 28. Okay, yeah, that's how much it was. Not very costly. No, I haven't scanned all the bags. But you get a lot for that. And I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I am forgetting something. I want some. Let's leave this here for a second. Whatever.
Scan bags for purchase or touch to start.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, you got a little bit of what I like to buy. So yeah. Okay, you can stop recording right now. So what's up? We're gonna need a couple things to get this stuff made, and yeah, let me just show you. Right now I just got one seasoning out. I'm gonna have to get some more, parsley and hot honey and something to cook the fish in, a pan. I'm gonna be using a microwave oven, a bowl. This is to clean the rice. This rice, I got some basmati rice right here. Let me adjust this camera. So a bowl to put the basmati rice in and clean it, and a pan, a pot. This is a pot. So you're gonna need all that stuff. Let me just angle this camera right here. I got some hot sauce out, but I don't touch that stuff ever since I used to have so much hot sauce, but and eat it all the time. But I started to get heartburn and stuff, so that wasn't really fun. This was years ago when I was young, so younger. So I haven't been. I stopped putting hot sauce on everything. I used to put hot sauce on everything, like all over my ramen noodles and all over my chicken. Anything I ate, man, I put hot sauce on it. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out a good way to put this camera. help cover me. And the range of motion I'm going for. But yeah, anyways, we got ourselves a pot. We got ourselves a little, I don't even know what you call this, some kind of glass thing that you put meat in or whatever you want to cook. Bowl. You're gonna pour the rice in here. I can just show you that. But this to pour the rice into, because you're gonna want 1 cup of rice for the portion that I'm making. I'm making something that's like 2,000 calories, around that much. But yeah, let me get out the rest of the ingredients. Also put up what I bought just now. Okay, so what did I just get out? So I got some shrimp. I got 2 bags, so this one's almost done. I got some salmon and some cod. This is really the foundational stuff, you at least want these 2, or at least 1 salmon for me. I try to do that. I got this berry medley, bunch of berries. It makes it taste like really good. But I got some mixed fruit as well. And I got some vegetables and some more vegetables. And all this is from Aldi. So, and I've got this rice, brown basmati rice. And I've got a can of beans, dark red kidney beans. So, and also mushrooms. So, and also, this just goes on. I got some oysters and some sardines. I got sardines and mustard. I meant to get the sardines and hot sauce because I scanned the sardines and mustard on Yuka, and it's got some. I think it's got some not risky, but not the best additives to have. Maybe risky. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah. I try to make sure the stuff is healthy, and not too much sodium or anything. But this honestly has too much sodium. But I try to just pour out the hot sauce because I figured most of the sodium is just like in that hot sauce. But I like to have the sardines in there for the taste. It really adds to it, and so does the shrimp. All this stuff is really meant to add to the flavor. But yeah, I got oysters and sardines, and so what I start with every time, I like to fill this up about 5 cups, I think, which is like 10 half cups. I'm using the half cup because I have no idea where the full cup is. But yeah, so I fill it up, and I kind of just eye it. I kind of just eyeball it at this point because I've done it so much. But yeah, I just fill it up about that much. Let me actually do it so y'all will know actually. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, you want it like at least 10, but I like to have actually a little bit more than 10. That's what I started off with, but I just started eyeballing it. So that's 11 and 12 and 13. I think 13 is good enough. So 13 half cups and 6.5 cups. 6.5 cups or 13 half cups of water for the method that I'm using. And I put the stove on 8. You know, I let it preheat at 8 and then I put it on at 8. So I'm just letting it, you know, I'm letting it boil, get warm and boil right now. And then I go to the fish and I use a knife, and this is specifically a steak knife because it's very easy to use this to cut the fish and in any bags. It's very easy. And also to cut the bell peppers. Forgot to get those out. So and now we got. Here we go. Okay, so what do I do next? I put some of the hot honey on the fish. Spread it on the fish. Yeah, I do it just like that. So yeah, and I do all this while the water's boiling. Let me move this closer so y'all can see how I season this. Okay, so I already got the parsley out. Okay, so I also get this immunity blend drink. It's really good. I like it. And sometimes I'll pour that into the pot. To cook with the rice, whatever else I put in there. So bell peppers, forgot to get those out. Eggs, you're gonna want all this stuff. Okay, so the seasonings you want, let me get those. So I like to have some paprika, some crushed red pepper, some black peppercorn, some oregano, some garlic pepper seasoning. But you know, you just put whatever seasoning you want on it. But I like to season my stuff a lot. And this Italian seasoning, it'll just cover a lot of that stuff like oregano and basil and stuff. So it's good to have that. But anyways, moving on. Also, so I like to like season this stuff in a certain order. So it gets like a good spread on it. And sometimes I pay attention to it, sometimes I don't. But it's good to be mindful of that when there's like stuff like parsley that can like cover your stuff. And salt. Gotta have some salt. I like to put these things on here. Salt is very important for this because it's like it really adds to the flavor, and you don't want anything to be too watered down either. But yeah, it really brings the flavor out of everything. I need to get a different paprika bottle. Mostly you just season it how you like. You do what you like with this. I had a different one open, different parsley and a different paprika open. So let's see which ones. Maybe I was just using the chili powder. Here we go. But parsley is really good on this stuff. Really adds to it. Okay, so that's how it looks. You know, it's got some honey on it. It's got some seasoning on it. And the water's starting to boil up a bit. So what I do with this oven, I put it, you know, I put it on the top rack. I put it on the top rack and I bake it for 400 degrees. And yeah, it'll start at 30 minutes. So you just let that sit there for a while. And while that's doing that and the stuff is starting to boil, you see, you're gonna wanna come over here, and to do this efficiently, you're gonna wanna do this while this stuff like just got in there. So where's the cup? Right here. So that's a half cup. But we need 2 cups. Okay. That's 1 whole cup. So now I'm gonna bring this over here and rinse this out for myself. So that'll look like this. It's good to rinse this off. I hear it's good to like let rice soak and stuff and rinse it because it could have arsenic on it or something. I don't even know what arsenic is, but yeah, I like to rinse it. At least there was a point where I just let it soak for a minute, but I just didn't have the time for that. Or I guess maybe the patience, I guess. But yeah, all this does take a lot of patience and consistency to do it like all the time. I do this like most days when I cook for myself. And yeah, so you wanna clear this of any like like dirt that's on it, because when you put it on the in the pot, the dirt will like come out and it'll be like you'll be able to see it because it'll separate itself. So you'll be able to see the dirt, and it looks it's kind of gross. And yeah, but yeah, it's good to clean your rice. So yeah, it's harder to tell with white rice how dirty it is because, or at least in my experience, because it's like it's like white, and it's like, you know, all that whiteness coming off. But yeah, anyways, so we have this now, and it's boiling. I like to leave a little bit of water in here. Oh crap. I like to leave a little bit of water in the bowl. You see, I like to overfill this a little bit too because a lot of it evaporates. Like on the instructions, it'll tell you to do this amount of water for this amount of rice, but I like to do a little bit more. So I can be able to just not worry about the stuff evaporating and, you know, having to pour more water in there over and over. So now, I like to clean this bowl. While that rice is settling in, I like to clean the bowl. So let's go on to the next step. Next step is so right now that took 5 minutes. Okay, it took 5 minutes to do that. To put the rice in there. So now it's starting to boil with like 25 minutes over there. That's not really relevant, but just to know like how much time, because I'm gonna add more time to that later. Because that's just how I do it. But yeah, you'll see. But anyways, what's next is, hey queen, what's up?
Where's the things? Oh my gosh, don't tell me you poured it down the drain.
Right there.
Okay.
Sound like a dang Disney Trip character.
I know, I was actually thinking that. I was like, why did I say it like that?
Don't tell me you poured it
They
down.
didn't even wait until your response. That's what they do on Disney all the time. It's like, if you wait 2 seconds, you'll figure out what happened.
But okay, but yeah, yeah. Oh crap. So I like to cut up the bell pepper that I use in a certain way, so I won't have to use a cutting board or a plate to cut it. So let me show you. I'm just kind of like dividing it up like this right now. I'm just dividing it up like that, and then I just cut it like this, and just makes a lot of little bell peppers go in there. Of course, don't go too crazy on this, you know. Cut yourself. Definitely proceed with caution. This is your first time doing this, so. So yeah, and then you just get a bunch of little chunks in there, and that looks good. So what you want to do next is you want to put some hot honey on the bell peppers. And then you want to put some salt on the bell peppers and the hot honey. And it's a glorious combination. You wanna season it well. I'd show you, but you know you can't really tell with the salt. You can't really tell how much salt is on there. But you want to season it pretty well to your liking. And you can always add more salt at the end, anyways, depending on the taste. But yeah, I do that. I do both of these things. Like I add it at the beginning and the end. But yeah. So yeah, and you want to do this on the bottom. So when you reach the fork down, you're gonna be touching, you know, some goodies at the bottom, and you're gonna be wanting to scoop that stuff up from the bottom. So that's what I like to do. I like to put the vegetables, the goodies on the bottom, and then I put the meat and stuff on top of that, and then I put the rice and stuff on top of that. Because you're gonna want to eat the rice, but you're not gonna want the rice to get in the way. No. You're not gonna want the like you want to get the rice out of the way, but you also want the meat in there, so you won't have to like mix the meat into the rice. You know what I mean? But yeah, because you already layered it that way. So okay. Let me have a drink break. Excuse me. Oof. Okay. So what's next? So right now I'm waiting on this microwave oven to hit around 14 minutes left. And then that's when I'm gonna take the fish out and add a bunch of stuff. Because I don't want the things that I'm gonna add to be cooking for that long. So let me just prepare for that. Then I need a little bit of this berry medley. And some of these. Some of this. And this. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this out into the sink, the hot sauce that I don't want, here in a second. What else? actually haven't added mushrooms to my stuff in a minute. 20 calories per serving and 1 serving per container. So, um, I'm gonna want to drain the liquids from this and use all of this. Let's do some draining. Drain game. Y'all know about drain game? I forget what like artist is the drain gang community. I forget. I don't remember. I didn't listen to him, but I knew some drainers. That's for sure. Some drainers, but. So, it's really useful before you take everything out. You're going to want to take some of the oyster juices and pour it into your pot. And it makes it less able to like overcome itself, because it's like this is oil, it's in oil, like it makes it less susceptible to like just overflowing. The only seasoning I usually like to put into the pot is some minced onion and 2 other things. Let me show you. But I like the taste of the minced onion in my rice. And parsley. And one more thing, I like to add salt. You remember Gumball. Okay. So it's 14:20 right now on that thing, on that timer. So you're gonna want to get 2 eggs. 2 eggs out from the egg carton. And it's useful to just crack them together like this. Just do that. Just pull that apart. And then you can do that. And put that in there. And usually, if you didn't add the oil, that's gonna cause problems right here, because then it's gonna like get overtaken, like the water's gonna overflow because you added the eggs. Depending on how high your water is already, and mine was pretty high. We got that done. There's some other things you want to add, so let me just go ahead and do that while I got this pulled up. So your beans. During that nice little grace period we had, we could have really just gotten these beans uncanned too. Let me just go ahead and do that. you're also gonna want a bowl to put the beans in, because you only want to use half the can of the beans, and it's bad to keep beans in a can. You're gonna want to keep the other half of your beans in a bowl. You're gonna want to cover that bowl with a plate. So yeah. So let's go ahead and add this in. Half of it. Okay, so yeah, and you put the rest of the beans in this for later. And you put that away in the fridge. Throw this away. Okay, so now we're at 11 minutes, you know. Not the time I usually prefer to start, but it's fine. It's completely fine. Where's the... There it is. The oven mitt. Okay. So, let's break it down over here. We're gonna break it down. Like Finn on Adventure Time. Okay, let's set this camera right. Okay, so let's break it down. So you're gonna wanna grab this and slice best as you can down the middle. The salmon will definitely be easier than the cod. Always is in my case. Slice it down the middle. But no worries if you can't on it. It's all good. But I do that so that when I pour the fruits on, it'll it'll get in between the fish easier. So you want to put a little bit in here. You want to save a little for the pot as well. And you're going to do the same thing for the berry medley. I like to have a lot of berries in here because I feel like it really adds to the flavor. And I'm easy like Sunday morning. Okay, so next, mushrooms. I guess I'm gonna put a little bit of mushrooms in here and a little bit on the stove top. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of mushrooms. It's gonna be good. So next, you're gonna want to, I like to add the sardines next. Let's drain this. Okay. Okay, it's drained. Okay, there we go. Put that there. Sardines. Spread that out. Okay, oysters next. Okay. Okay, anything I'm missing? Yep, a couple things. Some of this mixed veggies. And I'm gonna say the rest of these for the pot. Now, final check. Gotta do these. Can't forget the shrimps. I like to specifically add 9 shrimps. And in numerology, 9 is final. 9 is the ending of the cycle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus it saves you some shrimp. So yeah. Anything else? Maybe you want to put a bit of hot honey on top of that. Why not? You know. So now you want to bring this to the oven. You want to get your mitt and grab it. Grab it. Look at that. Let's get a good look at that. So, like, hey, pizza party, hey. You know what I mean? So, this is very hot, actually. So, not very hot. If it was very hot, I wouldn't be touching it because this doesn't do well with very hot. But, okay, so you're gonna wanna remember the time you bring it out at with the way I'm doing this, because you want to add 6 more minutes to that. I took it out at 11 minutes, so I'm gonna put it back up to 17 minutes. And then I put it up to 450 for the last little bit. So so yeah, now let's check on the pot. Let's look at that. So I'm gonna just pour a little bit of everything in there. Some vegetables. Some other vegetables. And some berries. rest of that fruit. And that's gonna be loaded in the mushrooms. So I'm gonna check it with the fork. Yeah, this thing is packed. Sheesh, this thing packed. So yeah, now it's just a matter of waiting and cleaning up. So let's do that. Let's put up all these seasonings. Excuse me. Leave out the salt, because you might want to add some of that later. Or leave out whatever you want to add later, possibly. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we got stuff cleared away. Oh, fruit. Oh yeah, and you really don't want to put the knife on this because it'll make it very hot. But yeah, you gotta put the knife somewhere. Put this up. I like to spread how much I drink about this out. And maybe I'm gonna want to put some crushed red pepper on it later. So, how much time we got left? 11 minutes. Yep, 11 minutes. So yeah, yeah. Clean this up a bit, wipe it down. Okay. right now at 450 degrees, it's gonna be toasting good. Gonna be toasting real good, buddy. Mm-hmm. Gonna be toasting real good. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be toasting real good. But yeah. Is there anything else I can do? I don't know. I put the eggs in there and the rice. Not the rice, the beans. I mean. Yeah, I got pretty much everything done. Now it's just a waiting game. Next 10 minutes. So I'll put up the eggs. But yeah, today it's 3-day, also a Thursday. Good day for long form content in numerology because Jupiter is for Thursday and 3. So that's what my numerologist friend was telling me. So yeah. So yeah. Yep. Little more, see more, a rainbow. See, look at this. Let's try a little bit. Let's try a mushroom. Let's try some of this cod. Oh! That's good stuff. Now the cod was okay. Kind of bland. There's a lot of spicy stuff around it though. You see, that's why you gotta have the seasoning and the salt, because this cod is low-key bland. Let me try a little bit more. Yeah, it's still bland. Let's see about this salmon though. Yeah. Dang, I might just throw this back in the oven. It needs to be cooked a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna just throw this back. Throw it back in the oven. Yeah. Let's see. Put it back in there for about 15 minutes on 450. And let's see how it comes out after that. But check out how this looks. Okay. Let's put that back on there. Turn that down to 5. Turn that down to 5 on there on on the stove while the fish and stuff is still cooking. And yeah, take 2 of those and call me in the morning. Okay, so this alarm just went off, and let's go. Let us go. Let's get back into it. See how it's come out this time. Check that out. Toasty as a mug. Let's do a little taste test on this stuff. How's the cod? Right, if I can grab it. Let's get a fork. Let's taste some of this cod. It's still a bit bland. I suppose that's why I got the hot honey and the salt. At least it tastes cooked. Deliciosos. Okay. So here we go. Let's pour this in here. Because that's the method. This is the tricky part that you may make a mess at if you're not careful. Spilt some of the juices out, so gotta be careful about that. I've definitely had worse messes though, so could have been worse. Yeah. Oh, golly. Okay, so you see that. You see that? It's good stuff. Yeah, you see that shrimp in there and all that. Now for the rice. Everything else. That's hot. Okay. I think I need to start putting less rice. Maybe instead of a full cup, I do just like 3/4. That's how you get a full bowl with this. Full bowl of that good stuff. You know what's really smart to do before you pour the rice in though? Pour in some more hot honey and more salt. So you won't have to mix that in. But yeah. Oof. Excuse me. Sheesh. Now you're going to want to mix all that up. And yeah. You're dealing. Let's try some of this. That's solid. I like to have that spicy though. Yeah, it's also good to put the crushed red pepper right on the bell peppers. That's a good formula. That's good stuff. Oh! That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. I don't know. I'll catch y'all later. God bless.